Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer software testing interview question 49. That is, what is behavior driven development? Let me answer. Behavior driven development in short is known as BDD. Okay, BDD stands for behavior driven development. To understand what exactly is this behavior driven development, we need to compare this behavior driven development with the traditional development. Let me compare. So this side I'll write traditional development. Okay, traditional development process. This is a traditional development process. And on the right side, I'll write behavior behavior driven development process. Okay, so what is the difference? What is the difference between the traditional development process and with the behavior driven development process? What is the difference between these two? Okay, if you understand what is traditional development process and how it is different from the behavior driven development, you will understand the behavior driven development process better. Okay, in traditional development project, okay, in traditional development, if a particular project is there which is following the traditional development approach, what happens is, I'm going to explain. Let's say, okay, let's say there is a company, guys. Okay, let's say there is a company, and the company has received a project. Okay, so some other company has outsourced this project to this company, and this company has got this project. Okay, where this company has to assign the developers and testers and have to develop this particular software that the client is asking, and has to test it and release into the market. Okay, end to end services this particular company has to provide, where just by taking the requirements of the software, this particular company has to assign the developers and testers who are going to develop the software and test and release the software into the market. Okay, so that's what is the project all about. So if this particular company, okay, if this particular in this particular company, whatever the project team has assigned, if it is following the traditional development process, what will happen? I'm going to show. So what will happen here is, if the traditional development approach or process is followed by this company, then what will happen is, this company will focus on, the project team will focus on tools. Okay, what tools we have to use. Okay, as part of planning, they'll decide which tools they have to use for developing the software, which programming language they have to use for developing the software. Okay, so what resources and skill set. Okay, what resources and skill set are required, how much duration is required for completing the project. Okay, how much duration is required for completing the project, and so on. Okay, this kind of stuff will be discussed, okay, as part of planning. And whether we can complete the project on time or not, yeah, how much complexity, what are the technical challenges here. Other thing is like, they will discuss about the technical challenges. Okay, what are the technical challenges, what we have to take care, architecture level or whatever the level. So all these discussions are happening at the technical level, guys. Okay, the focus is, where is the focus in case of traditional development project? The focus is more on the technical side. Okay, so the the project team, okay, who is going to develop and test and release the software into the market from this company, is focusing more on the technical aspects. But there is something that this project team is missing. What is that something? So the project team is not putting the focus, okay, or it is not giving the ultimate focus to the communication part. Here communication is not the first focus. The major focus here in this traditional development approach is the technical stuff. Okay, so what technicalities are the, this is very important for the team, okay, to proceed further. Okay, so they are focusing on the technical stuff, rather they are not giving much importance to the communication. What will happen if the project team is giving more importance to the technical stuff, like tools, programming language, resources, skills, duration and technical stuff, challenges and all. And if they don't give much importance to the communication, what will happen? If the project team doesn't give more focus to the communication, if they give less focus to the communication, what will happen? They cannot understand the application well. Okay, understanding how to develop is fine, but what to develop is missing, right? Understanding application, okay, understanding, okay, what to be developed, as part of this project will be missing. Okay, this particular, if communication is less, here the focus is not on the communication, so this part will be missing, guys. Okay, less focus is on the communication. So understand, since there is less communication happening between the client and the project team, the project team will not understand what exactly has to be developed. They know how to develop. Okay, how to develop is fine, guys. Okay, how to develop how to develop is okay. This part is okay, because the focus is on the technical challenges and technical stuff like tools and all, right? They know how to develop. Okay, so how much complex application is they are ready to develop. But they are missing something, guys. They are giving less focus to the communication, which is leading to the less understanding of what to be developed. So what will happen if the communication is less and the project team doesn't understand what to be developed? What will happen? I'll show you guys. Okay. For example, the client is asking for this kind of thing. Okay. Let's say the client is asking for a tree. Okay. To the tree, a rope has to be tied, and to that rope, a tire has to be tied. Okay. So what is the purpose of this kind of thing, guys? You can swing on this, right? You can swing here and there. Okay. You can play with this. Children can enjoy. Even the elders can swing and enjoy. That's what is the client is expecting. But what happened was, so technically, the team is very strong. The project team is very strong. In case of a traditional development, technically the project is very strong, but communication is missing. What happened is the project team, though they are technically strong enough, they know how to tie the rope to the tree and how to attach this part to the ropes and all. They understood the requirements differently, guys. Okay, since communication is given the less importance in the traditional development process or approach. Okay, they understood the requirements in a different way. Instead of delivering this kind of thing, the client is asking what the customer wanted is this one. Okay, they want to play with this part. Okay, they want to swing and play here. But what the project team has delivered a wrong thing. Okay, they have asked for this kind of thing to play, but the project team has delivered something where you can just sit and enjoy the scene. Okay, so this is not what the what the client is expecting. That's what is the problem, guys. Okay, no matter how technical you are, how many good tools you are using, how much skillful the resources are. Okay, no matter what type of technical problems you are facing, it doesn't matter, guys. If you are missing with the communication, then customer will want something and you will deliver something. That's the problem with the traditional development process. To overcome this process, okay, to overcome these challenges where the less importance is given to the communication and less importance is given to understanding of what to be developed, okay, rather than how to be developed. Understanding what to be developed is not given much importance in the traditional development process. To overcome that, BDD came into picture, okay, behavior driven development process came into picture. So how this kind of scenario gets changed in the behavior driven development process, I'm going to explain now. Okay, so in behavior driven development process, what happens is, let me explain in detail, guys. Okay, what happens in behavior driven development is, so first there's a process, guys. Okay, it's a process. So in this process, what will happen is, first you see, if you talk about agile projects, guys. Okay, in agile projects, you know, right, there will be someone who knows the business well. Who is that one role who knows the business well in the agile kind of agile development projects? So product owner, right? There will be someone known as product owner. Okay, some user role known as product owner will be there, who knows the business well. This product owner, what this product owner will do is, the main responsibility of the product owner is to create the user stories. That is a small chunks of requirements. All these are the requirements, guys. Okay, in the behavior driven development process, as I told you, right, before we go to this explanation, you have to understand that here more importance will be given to the communication. That is, what to be developed is given more importance than how to develop. Okay, the first priority is communication and what to be developed. Okay, rather than how to develop. The importance in the behavior driven development is, unlike traditional development process, the first difference is what to be developed need to be communicated well. Okay, rather later how to develop is coming next. Okay, how to develop is coming next. So in this case, what happens in this case, in the behavior driven development process, how this kind of how the focus will be given to more of the communication, and how the understanding of the requirements will be given more in a more better way, I'm going to explain. Okay, so it all starts with the product owner, guys. The product owner will create the user stories, which are nothing but the small chunks of requirements. Okay, you see, here in the traditional development, you'll have a here also user stories may be there, but no one is communicating on the user stories. Everyone is focusing on how to develop in traditional development. But in behavior driven development, the product owner, uh, generally in here product owner job is same, right? He'll create the requirements here. Okay, requirement one, requirement, let's say the product owner has created the requirements. So how the focus is given to the communication here, I'll explain that. Okay, so immediately what happens after the product owner creates this user stories is, the small chunks of requirements is, immediately the testing team will, okay, will, whatever the stories that are assigned to be completed by the team for a particular sprint or something, that particular user story will be taken by the project, I mean testers, software testers. Okay, software testers, what they will do is, they will pick this particular story and they will create something known as feature files. Okay, what are they? Feature files they will create. So here feature files will not be created, guys. Okay, in case of traditional development process, feature files will not be created. In case of behavior driven development, okay, when the product owner supplies the stories for each and every story, the software testing team will create the feature files first. So how the stories will be like, how the feature files will be like, let me show you. Okay, let me show you the process here. First, product owner will come up with a story. Let's say this is one of the example user story, okay, that the product owner has created. What is the user story? Let's see. Let me show you the user story that product owner has created, guys. It is a requirement, guys. User story is nothing but a requirement. So how does it look? Let's see. So hope you are able to see user story as a guest user. Okay, as a guest user, I need to search for a product from a specific category so that I can find products I'm looking for. This is what is the user story. Let's say, let's take an example of Amazon, guys. Okay, Amazon.com or something. Let's go with Amazon.com e-commerce application. Let's say this is the application. The project is all about, assume that for a while. Okay, so user story has been created by the product owner, stating that as a guest user, okay, as a guest user means I don't have to sign in. Okay, as a guest user I need to search for a product. I need to search for a product here from a specific category. Okay, instead of searching directly here, I have to select the category. You see here there is a drop down having different like baby category, books category, computers category, electronics category, and so on, right? So here the story says, as a guest user I need to search for a product from a specific category so that I can find products I am looking for. This is what is a requirement, okay, which is created in the form of story by the product owner in the project. For that, the product owner also has given some extra additional information in the form of acceptance criteria. That is, ensure that the guest user is able to open the application in any browser. Yes, the guest user is able to open the application in any browser. Select any specific category to search, say books. Okay, select any specific category. Let's say books. Let's search. Uh, it can be books, it can be baby, it can be electronics, and different items, category items. The product owner will provide here whatever the requirement expectations are there. All the product list will be provided here. Okay, using which category list will be provided, and find the products and search for the products and see whether we are able to find the related products. Okay, so search products from the category we are looking or not. That's what is the story all about, guys. It's a requirement, guys. Okay, just to make just to help you in understanding this requirement, I showed you this example. Okay, fine. Now you understood this requirement, right? This is what is the requirement given by the product owner in the form of a user story in the agile project. Okay, agile scrum project or whatever it is. Then what happened is immediately the testing team will look into this story. Okay, the next step is once the user story is assigned to the project team, then what the testing team will do, okay, the testing team will create the acceptance test. Okay, the testing team will create the acceptance test as part of BDD. This is the approach, guys. Okay, in case of in case of traditional development process, this process is not followed. Okay, after the user story is created, okay, testing team will not involve here. Okay, but in case of BDD, after the user story is created by the product owner, testing team will come into picture, and immediately they will write what acceptance test they will write. What the acceptance test they will write, they will look like this. Okay, this kind of acceptance test the testing team will write. For this particular user story requirement, the testing team will write this particular acceptance. Whatever I am showing you is a feature file, guys. The form of a feature file, the testing team will create this kind of acceptance tests. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4 scenarios, even more scenarios can be possible in this feature file. Okay, so they will create something like this based on this user story, based on this requirement. Testing team will create this feature file, and these are all the acceptance tests. Okay, so searching of various categories should be possible along with product search. Okay, searching of various. Okay, how the application should behave. Okay, based on the requirements, the testing team has come up with a kind of scenarios which describe how the user has to use the application in the real time, how the user is going to use the application in the real time. A behavior point of view, he is writing the scenarios. Okay, so these are all the acceptance test cases, nothing but. Okay, so what user is expecting in the form of acceptances, the software tester is writing like this. Searching of various categories should be possible along with product search. Like this, a feature will be written. Okay, so this is what is a story related requirement, right? And that scenario is search for the products under books category, one of the scenario. It's like test cases only. Okay, I visit the web store as a guest user. I select the books option from the drop down. I click on search icon. I should see the books page loaded. I should see books at Amazon as heading. I should not see other category products. Similarly, another test case will be like, another acceptance test will be like search for products under baby category. The third one is search for the products under computers category, electronics category, and many more categories. Okay, like that. Who will create this feature file? Software tester will create this feature file. So this is not finalized yet. Okay, though the software tester has created this feature file, this particular feature file is not confirmed yet. what the software tester will do is, software tester will share this feature file with the product owner again. Okay, the software tester, okay, the feature file will be created by the software tester here. Okay, software tester will be creating the testers will be creating these feature files, and once created, these feature files will be shared again to the product owner. Okay, product owner, why? Because these feature files written by the software testers has to be reviewed and confirmed by the product owner, because product owner is the one who knows the business well. Okay, here with this approach, guys, where the feature files are being shared to product owner for their review, with this approach we are giving more importance to what to be developed. Okay, here development is not directly started. So first, once product owner has created the user stories, development team has not started working on the user stories here. What's happening? Instead, software testers came into picture before the development team implemented this user stories or requirements, and they have created the feature files like this. Based on the user story, they have created the feature file containing the acceptance tests like this, and these acceptances are shared to the product owner again for their review. Product owner will, okay, review this according to the business requirements, whether the software testers have written the feature files well or not. You will check. If all is good, you will approve, guys. Okay, otherwise he will give the feedback. Based on the feedback, we have to update, software testers have to update and share it back to the product owner again until the feature files are approved. You see, here more importance is given to what? Communication. But here it's not like that. Directly the user story will be taken, development team will start developing, testing team will test it. Okay, there's no proper channel where the product owner, the software tester and developer are communicating. Here no one is communicating well. Only focus is on completing the task here in traditional development. But here in behavior driven development, there is a process where product owner will create the user stories, and those user stories, software testing team will create the feature files. Here product owner and software testers will discuss whether the on the validity of this and the correctness of these feature files, because product owner is the one who actually knows the business. What to be developed, product owner knows well. Okay, so after getting the feedback and after the feature files are approved, then only the developers will start working on this. Okay, developers, okay, developers will start working on this. Developers will start working on this only after, okay, developers will start working only after these feature files are approved. Here there is no need of approval from the product owner, right? Directly they are starting developing and testing. Okay, that's why communication is given less importance in traditional development, whereas in behavior driven development, communication is given more importance here. Okay, rather than how you are going to develop, how you are going to test, it doesn't matter. Here the more importance is communication, where product owner, software testers and developers are communicating like anything until the feature files are approved. Then only the based on the approved feature files only developers are starting working, and then testers are testing it. Okay, according to the accepted feature files, software testers are testing it, and then the features will be deployed. Okay, deployed into the production or something. So this is what is the difference between the behavior driven development and traditional development process, guys. Here less importance to the communication, less focus to the communication. In more, first priority or first focus is communication, but later comes the how to develop. Okay, what to develop is more important than how to develop here in this case of behavior driven development. Okay, so I told you right here what's happening, guys. So not only that, guys, here not only developers, one more thing that is missing here, I didn't explain. Here, after the feature files are uploaded, while the developers are implementing the software application code, testers also, okay, based on this approved feature files, testers will start writing the automation code. Okay, testers will use these feature files for writing the according to the feature files only. Software testers will write the automation code. Okay, before these feature files are approved, developers will not start implementing the code for the functionality that has to be developed, and also software testers will not also write the automation scripts. Okay, will not write the automation scripts until these feature files are approved. Feature files need to be approved, guys. Okay, acceptances need to be approved. What to be developed should be approved here, and more importance is given to the communication. That's what is BDD all about, guys. Okay, so here all about collaboration between the business and technical teams means developers and testers. Okay, business team means product owner in this case of agile. So here more importance is for the communication collaboration, where what to be developed is important than how has to be developed. Okay, more importance, more focus is for the what to be developed. So because communication is happening, approvals process is there, it builds a common understanding on the behavior of the application, right? Now developer, tester and business means product owner, everyone is on the same page. They understand the application in the same page. They are everyone, okay, is on the same page, guys. Okay, so what is the behavior of the application? Everyone is on the same page. So that's what is the importance of BDD, guys. Okay, behavior driven development approach or process. So you see here, a common document is getting created, right? That is nothing but the feature file in this case of the example. Feature file has been, this is nothing but a common document, guys. Okay, it's a common document that everyone has to approve and proceed. Everyone has to work on the basis of this common understanding by creating this common document known as feature file. Okay, feature file is a common generates common documentation that can be understood by all the teams and stakeholders. So if you see this documentation, guys, you may not understand this documentation. You see, there's some keywords here. Feature is one keyword, scenario is another keyword, given is another keyword, when is another keyword, and then and but a lot of keywords are there. What are, it's not a like you are not writing the you are not describing this requirement or user story requirement in a form of paragraph, right? Here there is some process, right? Some structure is there. What is this structure? Here we are using some keywords to create the English structure. Instead of writing this in explaining this acceptance test in a vague manner in a paragraph way or something, we are using some keywords here. To whom these keywords belong? These keywords belong to the Gherkin language. Okay, there's something known as Gherkin language, guys. Okay, so feature, scenario, given, when. Okay, which define the structure how you have to write the acceptances. Okay, based on these keywords only, you're writing the acceptances. So these keywords or words belong to the Gherkin language. Okay, Gherkin language. Fine. So here, guys, coming to the, I told you, right? Once this common documentation is approved, that is feature file is approved. Okay, the acceptance is created by the testers, is approved by the product owner. Okay, or the business. Then developers will start implementing or writing the code for the application functionality, whatever that is mentioned in the requirement. Similarly, at the same time, automation engineers, okay, also will start writing the automation code. Okay, at what level that is possible, they will write the automation code according to this. Okay, they will create this feature file, and for this feature file steps only, they will write the automation code in the background. Okay, for each and every step here, they will write the automation code in the background. Okay, they will use the same feature file as a front end. In the background, they will write the automation code. Okay, so when you run the feature file, the code that is written is behind each and every step here mentioned in this particular feature file will be running. So this is all possible with the help of the tools, guys. Okay, software testers have to use some tools here. The tools are known as Cucumber and Gherkin. Okay, Gherkin I told you, right? Gherkin is nothing but these keywords that are used in the feature file. Okay, Gherkin language. And other one is a Cucumber. Cucumber is a tool, guys, that automation test engineers will use. Okay, while creating a project, automation projects, right? They'll use this tool known as Cucumber along with Selenium or another automation tool. So with the help of Cucumber, we can write scripts in a fashion where the front end, this feature file will be there. In the background, when you run the feature file, this feature file will invoke some, you see, for each and every step here, for each and every line here, there will be some method. Okay, some kind of method created using some Java programming or something. That method will be invoked, and that is possible with the help of Cucumber, guys. Okay, let's not go deep there. Okay, just understand at a high level that automation test engineers, to support this BDD in their automation scripts, will use the tools like Cucumber and Gherkin. Okay, Cucumber can understand the Gherkin language. Okay, Cucumber can understand the Gherkin keywords, and accordingly it will run the scripts. Fine. So at a high level, guys, what is BDD? Hope everyone has understood. Okay, in BDD, the more importance is given to the communication. That is, what to be developed is more given more importance than how it has to be developed. Okay, technical stuff comes later in the BDD, whereas in traditional development process, less importance is given to the communication and more importance is given to the technical stuff, like how the software has to be developed is given more importance. How the software has to be tested is given more importance. Okay, so here, because of miscommunication gap, there is a possibility that the client may be asking something and you may deliver something. But here, there is no way that you will miss okay understanding, because product owner, once the product owner, tester, and developer are on the same page, then only the feature file will be approved. Till then, feature file will not be approved. On the approved feature files only, the developers are writing the implementing the code. On the approved feature files only, the automation scripts are written by the software testers. Okay, so here importance is given to communication, and there is less chances for a very less chances for the miscommunication to happen and wrong product to be developed in case of behavior driven development. So hope, guys, you understood what exactly is BDD now, that is behavior driven development now. So that's all for this session. In the next session, I'm going to answer another software testing interview question for you. Till then, see you. Bye bye.